Hey, welcome back, FILIGHTERs, to this first video episode. This is completes an octet of podcast episodes. This being episode number 8. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about some steps you can take on your path to financial independence. There's a lot of things that around the whole financial independence concept, but today I just want to talk about 7 things, and these come from my post 4.0 of the blog. So if you want to go ahead and take a look at those, you'll be able to follow along and digest it in a different format. But today, I thought I'd talk through these things with you, and just kind of communicate what I'm thinking in the significance or importance of these things. So, first of all, you can do these things in different orders, but there's some really important things to really ground your base of financial independence and figure out where you stand today. If you don't know where you are, it's kind of hard to figure out how you're going to get where you want to go. And so, having that fundamental concept in your path to financial independence is really important. So let's start with what that means. Well, one of the things that many of us don't really realize to a level of detail is where you spend your money. If you don't know how quickly you're spending your money, if you don't know if you're spending more than you're making, um, there are a lot of things that math just doesn't add up. It won't work out for you. You've got to get a grasp of what it really costs you to spend for the lifestyle you're living today, and also to think about what does that lifestyle look like in the future. So that first step is to do a spending analysis. And some people call it a budget. For me, it's really more or less, facts are friendly. Let's figure out, what did we spend money on for the last year. Look at it, download it from your credit card statements or your debit card transactions. Chances are you can easily get this information and then import it into Excel, and you can sort it by date, you can group it by month, but you get a grasp of that data and in a usable method that you can analyze it. One of the important things when you do this step is that you actually download enough information that you're going to see some of those oddball one-off transactions that hit each quarter or that hit once a year. Something like an annual insurance premium, or a premium you pay twice a year, um, or a quarterly payment that's made. Like, for instance, in homeowner fees, sometimes those are quarterly payments. You want to be sure you get a clear enough picture that you're getting an accurate representation of the spending you have for a period of time, so that if you use that as a basis to look forward and say, this is the base, I either want to be less than this or I can go a little higher if I need to, just form what that base is. So I mentioned downloading the information. I like to use pivot tables. So I download the source of information from a credit union account, a credit card account, an HSA spending account, and I've come up with a standardized format so I can put all that together and pull it into a pivot table where I can do analysis, look at trends, print out a financial report that I can sit down and review with my wife. Those are things that, that's maybe over the top to some of you. If you just need to keep it simple, get it into a spreadsheet, sort it by date, look at the totals, annualize it, divide it by 12, and say, that's how much money I need every month. Even though some of the bills are lumpy in different months, you want to kind of get a grasp of what that needs to be. All right, so that's number one. Do your spending analysis, get your transactions together, consider the lumpy expenses that might be in there, but just get it all. And even if you use a pencil and paper and you're looking at 12 months worth of statements, anything is better than not having a clue what you're really spending every month. So that's step one.